Alright, so there are a few main phases of mitosis. The first one is prophase, okay? So I've got the word right here, prophase. So on your notes, put prophase, maybe in the middle of the paper or whatever. And underneath it, we've got a cell. Now, two important things happen in prophase, okay? The first one is that this nuclear membrane, well actually I guess the very first one, is that chromatin, that again, chromatin is the phone cord. Chromatin, it's like a spring, that didn't rhyme at all. But chromatin is like the phone cord, okay? That, because like I said, this is pretty cool, it's helpful, it helps you keep the phone cord together, but if we have to move a lot of phone cords around, these are going to get tangled, okay? So if we have a 50-foot phone cord that's all coiled up, you're going to wrap it up even more, put it into a tight little bundle. Now I can move this around. I don't have to worry about losing it. That's a chromosome. So that's one of the things that happens. Your chromatin turns into chromosomes. Now it's nice and packaged. Then your cell, and you can probably see it here, your cell basically melts away, dissolves, eats, whatever, your nuclear membrane. So now those chromosomes that were sitting there in your cell, inside the nucleus of your cell, they're now kind of floating in your cell. The cell has the whole space to work with, okay? So, they form chromosomes, nuclear membrane melts, and the third thing, so have that on your notes. You've got the word prophase, you have a picture with a cell in the middle, then we have our 4 chromosomes in the middle. 2 things we have under prophase so far. 1, your DNA turns into chromosomes, or chromatin wraps up to chromosomes. And 2 is that your nuclear membrane dissolves away, okay? So those are some of the things that happen during prophase. The third thing is that each one of these little chromosomes, so again, you have 46 chromosomes, they temporarily double and become these cool little X's. Alright, so we've got our doubled chromosomes now. Let's take a close look at that. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so in mitosis, we now have doubled chromosomes under everything, and this is our prophase, okay? So again, turned into chromosomes, no nuclear membrane, doubled the chromosomes. So now if you had 46 chromosomes in humans, we would temporarily have 92 of them. So that is prophase. Alright, so that's prophase that we just finished. Now we've got metaphase, okay? Metaphase is the next one, number 2 out of the 4 basic phases of mitosis. And again, mitosis, we're splitting from 1 to 2 cells. What happens in anaphase? Those 4 doubled chromosomes that we talked about, or in human beings it'd be 46 pairs of chromosomes, they all line up in the middle of the cell. So metaphase is the middle phase. I want you all to say that. Metaphase is the middle phase. So you say that now. Or again, think it hard because you're in the computer lab and don't want to get all embarrassed that everybody else is doing the same thing as you. Excellent. So metaphase, they lined up in the middle. Now, you can kind of guess we're trying to get 2 cells with identical DNA in it, from 46 to 46. They're going to get pulled apart. The way they do this is metaphase, the other thing that happens is your cell sends out these little tiny strings called spindle fibers. It's kind of like Spider-Man shooting out a web from the edges of the cell to grab your chromosomes right in the middle, okay? So, we now have prophase and metaphase all part of mitosis. Hopefully you're following along so far, okay? What I want you to do right now is flip over to the other side or new piece of paper or whatever, or to the side of the one you currently have, but find some blank space and try not to look at your notes directly. But I want you to write down the number of chromosomes that a normal human cell has, alright? Excellent, I hope the number you came up with was 46. Now I want you to write down the number of chromosomes that at the end of prophase a human cell has in it. I know, tricky, but remember they double, so 46 turns into 92. Excellent. Okay. Now metaphase. We still have 92.